Are we live? All right, let's roll. What's good, y'all? Unbiased sports fan. Talking some sports for the week. Just talking some sports. And we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to get into, man. For this week's show, we're going to cover the NFL schedule and what they've released. These games that they released for the 17 games. 17 game schedule. And, see what's up. See what's going on. See what the NFL has to offer. So we're going to look at the NFL schedule and some of the games I'm, looking forward to seeing. As well as, the NBA. There's quite a big on the NBA. We got a lot to talk about that as well. Especially on the West and the East side. There's some big developments going on in the NBA. And we got the UFC main card. We got a title fight this weekend, so we'll chat about that a little bit. Chat about the main card. We got some gold being raised, so that's something to check out as well. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's get right into the NFL. They released the official schedule for the 2021-2022 season. And everybody got their little reactions. Everybody's got their little say about the NFL schedule. I got my little say too, so I might have to spit something a little bit about what I think. And listen, man, I'll just get right into it. I just look at the games that I'm looking forward to seeing for this upcoming season. There's some, there's some that are really, God, they draw my eye. They draw my attention. Eyes gotta be glued to the screen. I gotta drop everything I'm doing just to watch these games. Just to see what's going on. There's a few. Oh, there's a few for sure. And week one, man. Week one. Games I'm looking forward to. Vikings-Bengals, man. Vikings-Bengals. I'm looking forward to it. You might be asking, why the hell would I be looking forward to a Bengals game? I mean, come on, it's the Bengals. The Vikings weren't that good last year either. But here's the thing. Both of these teams look to improve on their season from last year, with the Vikings and their defense wanting to be improved or getting back to that old sense of style, that old defensive sense of style, as well as the Bengals getting their number one overall pick back in Joe Burrow. I mean, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice to get. Get your guy Joe Burrow, get your man back in there, slinging the rock. Took a pretty nasty knee injury last year. I think he tore his ACL and maybe in a few other ligaments against the Washington football team. And we want to see him back. We want to see what we're doing. So Vikings Bengals, want to see what's up with that. But you know the real reason. I'm not going to fucking play with you. The real reason I want to see Vikings-Bengals. It's for Jamar Chase versus Justin Jefferson. The LSU studs, the LSU prodigies coming into the NFL. It's Justin Jefferson's sophomore year. It's Jamar Chase's rookie year. And Justin Jefferson already lit that shit up his rookie year. He already lit that shit up. All right? He already lit it up. He already lit it up real nice with 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns. But the thing is, Jamar Chase was supposedly the better prospect coming out. And he still is the better prospect coming out of LSU. So... And the draft capital showed that as well. Jefferson was, right in the 20s range with his pick, but Jamar Chase was a top 5 pick, man. It's a top 5 pick, so it'll be interesting to see. With Joey Burrow slinging the rock, and he's gonna be slinging it to his guy and Jamar Chase once again. He's gonna be slinging it to him, man. And he's got it's the LSU rivalry with Joe and Jamar, with Justin Jefferson on the other side. I mean, come on, man. How do you not glue your eyes to the TV for that one, man? How do you not? How do you not want to check this out? How do you not? I mean, I sure as hell want to check it out, man. Vikings Bengals. That should be a pretty good game, you know. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of, great football because these teams were both not that good last year. Maybe not a lot of great football, but hey, maybe we see some gritties here and there. Maybe we see some new celebrations from the LSU duo. I mean, come on. You got to watch, man. You got to watch. So, week 1, Vikings, Bengals. However, another game in week 1 that I could be looking forward to, am looking forward to, is a game that'll probably have a lot better football than the first game. Presumably have a lot better football. And that's the Browns versus the Chiefs. Oh, me, oh, my. The Browns, man. The Browns, they look good, man. They look good. I know it's just the off season, but they've made some really fucking good moves. They made some really good moves. They had a really solid draft in getting Greg Newsome in the first round, corner out of Northwestern. They got Greg Newsome, and then they got Jeremiah Usukoromo, a.k.a. JOK, in the second round. Man, they're looking like they're building a squad, man. They're looking like they're building a squad out in Cleveland. They were really good last year. They're looking to improve. They gave the Chiefs, man. They gave them a lot of bump, man. They gave the Chiefs a lot of bump. They gave them a lot of run for their money last year. Came down to the last play in the playoffs. So Browns were very close. And I think this week 1, will be a very decent gauge. It'll be a very decent gauge of what kind of Browns we're getting this year. Are we getting the inconsistent Browns from 2 years prior? Or are we getting, the hot Browns that ended off the season last year and rode it all the way into the playoffs? So, what Browns are we getting? That's what we really want to see this game, to see if they're pretenders or they're contenders. Like, what are we working with? What are we working with here? What the fuck are we working with here? We already know the Chiefs are going to be, awesome. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, come on. You already know the Chiefs are going to be awesome. The Browns, we presume that they'll be very good. We presume they'll be on the Chiefs level with the team they have. I mean, the run game is solid. The line is solid. Fuck that. Elites. Run game elite. Line elite. Defense is getting there. And Baker's looking like he's getting more comfortable in the NFL. He's adapting a little bit more. He's starting to maximize his skill sets a little bit more. And you can thank that to Stefanski or whoever you want to thank it to. But, They look a little better. They look a little better. So Browns versus Chiefs. I think that'll be a pretty good game, man. I think that'll be a pretty good game. Good way to kick off the season. Pretty good way to kick off the NFL season. How can you not, man? How can you not? It's Browns Chiefs, baby. So Vikings Bengals, Browns Chiefs. Those are some week 1 matchups I'm looking forward to. them. But let's jump all the way to week 3, because there was one that caught my eye in week 3, and that was the Buccaneers versus the Rams. Oh yeah. Buccaneers versus Rams, baby. Do I even need to say more? I mean, Tom Brady going into his second year in Tampa, wanting to get another Super Bowl. He wants another one. And the Rams traded for Matthew Stafford over the offseason. Ooh. Oh man. I mean, how can you not love them? How can you not have the hype for this team, man? I mean, Matthew Stafford's a beast. He was a beast his whole year in Detroit, might I add. He was a beast his whole career in Detroit. And he's going to the Rams, who have a significantly better team and significantly better coaching, so I don't know, man. This seems like a firework, man. This seems like fireworks. It seems like a firework just waiting to blow the fuck up and just drop shit on the NFL. I mean, Buccaneers versus Rams, man. I mean, this is really, we can get a gauge. It's similar to the Browns versus Chiefs. We can kind of get a gauge on how the Rams will play this year. But man, like 2 elite defenses, 2 great quarterbacks, and 2 pretty good, great coaching staff. So, I mean, how can you not love this game, man? It should be a real fucking chess match between these two. It should be a real chess match. I'm pretty sure McVay is still pretty salty about losing to Tom Brady and I think it was 2018 Super Bowl, 2018, 2019, whatever year that was. I know McVay's pretty salty, man. I know he's got those clips of him remembering like fucking 40 plays. You know, he's got the mind of an elephant. So yeah, you bet your ass he remembers that L. You bet your ass he remembers that loss in that low scoring game against Tom Brady. You know, you know he remembers that. You know he does. You know he wants his get back. You know he wants his get right, and he wants it against Tom Brady. In week 3 against the Buccaneers, it should be a fantastic game, man. It should be a fantastic game. I really want to see what Matt Stafford can do in LA. I expect him to light shit up. Expect him to just say fuck you to Detroit and just ball out with the Rams. I expect fantastic things. I expect fantastic things from the Buccaneers versus Rams. That's week 3. And now we jump 2 weeks over to week 5. Because I saw something on week 5 that caught my eye. I saw something and I was like, all right. Let's see it. Bills versus Chiefs, week 5. Let's see what you got going on. Because last year, man, Josh Allen, you know, he made that stride, man. He made that leap into that upper echelon of quarterbacks. He had a really, really good year, and I see no reason for him to at least sustain that level of production. Maybe not necessarily improve so much. He could, but maybe not necessarily improve so much. But you know, on that level, on that level of like the upper echelon of quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And Bills versus Chiefs, it should be really good, man. It should be really good. Bills were close last year, and I think they played them twice last year. One time in the regular season in the worst weather you can imagine. I think it was snowing and raining and sleeting and hitting. I think there was some hail, you know. I think there was tornado warnings, flood warnings. It was just a whole bunch of. It was the worst weather, you know. It was just the worst weather in that game in the regular season, and in the playoffs, Bills they got beat. They got beat. I'm pretty sure. So, we gotta see. You know, we gotta see how the Bills are coming this year. We gotta see people like the Bills making a very big run, and I can understand why. I can understand why people got the Bills making a very, very big run this year. I can understand, but they're playing the Chiefs week 5, and Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man. What else do I need to say? It's just 2 great offenses going at it, man. 2 great offenses going at it. And I really get to see what the Bills are bringing this year. They should bring a lot, but I really get to see, what are they bringing? You got to bring against the Chiefs, man. You got to bring it every time. So that's week 5. Bills versus Chiefs. And then in week 6, another game that I'm looking forward to is the Browns versus Cardinals. Surprisingly, Browns versus Cardinals. I'm interested to watch that. I'm interested to see the 2 number 1 overall picks from Oklahoma go at it. I'm interested, man. I'm interested to see Kyler K1 Murray, quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, versus the number 1 overall pick in Baker Mayfield. Both went to Oklahoma. Both, are a little bit on the shorter side. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit on the shorter side of the quarterbacks, but they're still eating though. Both of them are still eating. Kyler Murray looking to improve from a very, very great, impressive sophomore season. Looking to improve on that even some more. And Baker's looking to solidify himself as a pretty good passer in this league. So I need to see it. I need to see this number 1 duel, man. The number 1 duels. You know how they get down, man. Browns Bengals last year was pretty decent with Joe Burrow, number 1 overall pick, and Baker Mayfield. So it was pretty solid, man. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty solid. There was some pretty solid stuff we had going on last year, and then this year, both teams expecting to make the playoffs. Expecting to, improve from last year. Seems like both teams got a little bit better. Cardinals made some additions, with J.J. Watt and A.J. Green. even though I think he's a little washed. But hey, that's just my opinion. And they picked up the Zayvon Collins kid out of Tulsa, and if he can ball out, what I'm saying, that defense is looking a little improved. It's looking a little improved. So yeah, Browns versus Cardinals, man. That's week 6. I gotta tune in. I straight up gotta tune in, man. I gotta tune in. Number 1 overall picks going at it. Come on, how can you not love that? How can you not love that? How can you not love that? Oklahoma quarterbacks too, man. That's week 6. That's something I'm looking forward to. Surprisingly, a game I'm not looking that forward to. Maybe I'm wrong, but the opening game, Tampa Bay versus Dallas. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be close. I'm going to be straight 100% honest. I don't know if it's going to be close. Tampa Bay in the opener against Dallas. Dallas has to bring it, man. Dallas really has to bring it, but I don't know. I think they did Dallas a little bit dirty with that week 1 opening. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe Dallas has improved. Maybe Dak coming back and they can put up a solid game. But I see a really difficult time believing it's gonna be a close game. I think the Buccaneers just gonna smash them. Be straight up. I think they're gonna smash them. I think they're gonna smash them. So not really a game I'm looking at forward to. I mean, it's the first game, so obviously I'm gonna watch it, but. It's kind of like the Chiefs-Texans last year where it's like, Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, maybe it'd be a good game. And then you find out the Texans are just not good. They have Deshaun, but they're just not good. And just, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's a good game. And another thing I wanted to gloss over was the strength of schedule. Because I'm not going to lie, I think it's bullshit. I think the strength of schedule, reaction, whatever, it's just a little bit bullshit. And why I think it's a little bit bullshit is because teams change over year, or over the year, they change year over year. So teams that are good last year are not necessarily going to be good this year. They could be projected to be good, but they're not necessarily going to be good. So for example, let's say I have the Steelers, the Packers, and the 49ers on my schedule versus a team that has the Jets, the fucking Saints, and the Rams, some shit like that. It's probably say, oh, I have the harder schedule, or the team that playing, the Steelers and all that shit, Packers and whatever, they have the harder schedule. But we don't know exactly what they're gonna do next year. Guys could get hurt. Teams come out of nowhere. 49ers a couple of years ago just came out of nowhere and just shocked everybody. Browns last year took a really big step up. Just a couple teams this year that might take a really big step up, So it's kind of hard to just say, oh, they have a harder schedule than them objectively, because it's like, well, things change over the year. Guys get hurt. Teams that aren't projected to be good aren't as good. So it's like, strength of schedule is kind of a nice gauge to see what you're working with, what you're working with as an NFL team, what you're working with, and it's a nice gauge. But I don't really take too much meaning into it because it's just like, come on, the Jets could be all worldly good. Now it's unlikely, it's the Jets, but they could be all worldly good next year. The fucking Chargers could be a fucking 14-win team. You never know with this shit. You never know. Bills came out of nowhere last year. So, it's like, it's nice to talk about or whatever, just because we got something to talk about. But I don't really want to get into it that much. Who has the harder schedule, has the easier schedule? Because it's all gonna fucking change. All these defenses that were good last year, a lot of them just fucking fall by the wayside next year because it's hard to keep up with the defense. So I don't know. I'm not gonna keep in not too much into the strength of schedule. Not too much, but yeah, man. We're looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to seeing these games in the NFL. For sure. And now let's transition over into the NBA. The NBA. Oh, the NBA. It's getting spicy, man. It's getting good in there, man. It's getting good in the NBA. And let's talk about the West first, because there's some big developments going on in the West. some big developments, man. Started off with the defending champions. We got some big Laker wins. Some huge Laker wins, man. They recently just beat the Suns, Knicks, and the Rockets in the past 3 games. And mind you, this is all without LeBron James. And this is with Anthony Davis having to kind of carry the load. Even against the Rockets, Anthony Davis didn't even play. So it shows a lot of resilience. It shows a lot of toughness. A lot of fucking toughness. And yeah, man, they're getting it out the mud. They're straight up getting it out the mud. Got guys hurt. No fucking excuses. They're getting to work. They are getting to work, and I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Big, huge Laker wins because they want to avoid the play-in. They want that 6th spot, and they want to avoid the play-in. Don't want to be a 7th seed and have to play the Warriors or some shit in the first round. So, big Laker wins. They're making a push, making a big push, big push. Warriors though, talking about the Warriors. Jesus fucking Christ, that guy Steph Curry. I mean, God, he's unfucking believable. Do you see this guy? Do you see the shit he's doing? Oh my fucking! I mean, are you absolutely kidding me? This guy's fucking unbelievable. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's unbelievable. I mean, he's what is he averaging? Like 45 over the past week or some crazy, just putting some crazy numbers. Just crazy numbers. Every time I'm waking up, I'm reading a notification that says Steph Curry is popping shit off. And there ain't nothing that the NBA can do about it. There ain't nothing they can do about it, man. There's nothing they can do about it because it's like, Jesus. I mean, these guys just pulling up. That's all he does. Just pulling up, slashing, dishing, diming, and they're winning, man. They knocked off the Suns and the Jazz, I believe, in the past 2 games. They knocked them off. So the Warriors, man, if they're in the play-in, they are no slouch, man. They are no slouch. That is a scary sight to see the Warriors in the play-in. I mean, this is a team that won 3 rings not too long ago. 3 rings not too long ago. So, I don't want to fucking see Steph Curry. Not this fucking version of Steph Curry. Fuck that. Do not want to see this version of Steph Curry in the playoffs, in the bubble, wherever. I don't want the smoke. So I can understand why the Mavericks and the Lakers and the Trailblazers are clawing their asses off to avoid that motherfucking play-in. Because they Warriors in a 4-game series, it's like, all right, maybe we got their number, but a game, oh fuck that. Steph Curry is just gonna go off for 50 and some bullshit. And, if your guys aren't making your shots, you're out like that. Just like that. That's why I have like a love-hate with the play-in format, with the play-in tournament. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Because it's like, damn, you can go out after 1 game, after winning all these regular season games to get to the 7th seed or whatever, the 8th seed, and you just get knocked out like that. That's bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. But it's making it entertaining. It's making me want to watch. It's making these guys hoop more, I believe. The end of the season's getting real spicy, man. It's getting real spicy. So, Warriors are no slouch, man. Watch out for them. They're no fucking slouch. Speaking of that, the West, man, the top teams, man, they're slipping a little bit, man. What's going on? Jazz, Suns, they're losing some games, man. They're losing games, and this is not the time you want to be losing steam. Now, maybe they're just, a little fatigued from the year. They're kind of coasting a little bit because they know their spots are kind of locked up. But I don't know, man. I see them on the L-coms here and there. Maybe it's just a stretch. Maybe they're still very good teams. I'm sure they are very good teams. I'm just saying. It just seems slipping a little bit. That's all. I hope they get hot at the end of the season, or get hot to get into the playoffs, because you want to catch some fire, man. You want to catch some fire going into the playoffs. You want to catch some heat. You want to catch some heat, man. You want to catch some heat. And now we go all the way over into the East, and First thing I got on here is Celtics, man. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck are we doing? Yo, Celtics. I mean, are we just saying the year's done? I'm just saying the year is chalked. Like what are we saying here, Celtics? What's going on? What's going on, Celtics? You gotta tell me. I mean, you guys take some L's, man. Back-to-back L's to the Heat. And then, last night they lost to the Cavs. Really? You guys are in the playoffs. You know that, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess getting Jaylen Brown or losing Jaylen Brown really did hurt them. Like, I understand that. But it's like, damn, man. Like, this team is really taking a back seat. Like, they look like first-round exits. They look like playoff losers. They look like a play-in tournament losers. They look like they can go out in the play-in. The fuck? They look weak. To be honest, man, they look weak, and I like the Celtics, man. I love JT, I love Brad Stevens, but they look fucking weak. They look fucking weak. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Celtics, you got to pick it up, man. The East is not waiting for you. It's not the East of old, man. This is a new East. There are top dogs in here, and you got to pick it up. Straight up, you got to pick it up, man. And the Knicks. The New York Knicks. Playoffs are clinched, baby. They're going to the playoffs. It's just so nice seeing the Knicks be good again. I mean, for my life, all I ever got to see was the mellow year that they went. I think it was 2013, where they went and made a little run in the playoffs, whatever. That's the only time I've really seen the Knicks really, get some playoff basketball, and it's like the only fucking time. So I'm glad they're in the playoffs, man. Julius Randle's hooping. Tom Thibodeau got those guys playing defense. D Rose is making a comeback. Getting a little bit of old Rose in there. You know what I'm saying? RJ Barrett's improving a little bit. And they look like a solid unit, man. They look like a tough, solid unit. Every team that plays them just looks like a tough game, man. Grinder game, and I love it. Love the Knicks in the playoffs, man. Congratulations. It's a big win. This is a big win. And guys are establishing something there, man. You guys are establishing something. Winning culture for sure. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I didn't know Marvel. I didn't know Marvel was coming to the NBA, man. The Avengers are assembling. James Harden is getting back. Kyrie got a facial contusion, but you know what that means. Masked Kyrie, maybe. So that means we're getting KD, masked Kyrie, and now a James Harden that's been sitting and, when to play. Oy. Avengers are assembling. Nets, man. The Nets are... Jesus, they got firepower. They got some real fucking firepower, but I don't know. What the fuck do you do, man? I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're getting all their guys back, and I mean, I don't know. They haven't played any games, so I don't know what the fuck to expect other than just 3 great players just playing on the same team. 3 great players. So I don't know. We'll see, but it's getting there, man. The East is shaping out a little bit. Celtics are just not looking like it's it. Knicks are getting their spot. The Bucks and the 76ers are looking to improve a little bit, improve down the stretch, solidify themselves in the top end, and the Nets are coming along. KD, Kyrie, James Harden, come on, man. Avengers are assembling. They're getting together. Hey. What do you expect, man? What do you expect? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to see. But the East is shaping out for sure. The East is shaping out. The West is still ironing out some things, but the East is for sure shaping out. So it should be good. We got some key games coming up pretty soon, and we'll look forward to it, man. Look forward to the weekend. Look forward to seeing what these guys got going on in the NBA. So that should be pretty good. That's it for the NBA. And let's talk about this main card we got going on in the UFC. Let's talk about this main card. We got a title fight. Coming this weekend. Lightweight contention between Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. Between two lightweights that have something to prove. You know, this was Khabib's division. Khabib was just owning it like he owned the place. He was just dominating everybody. You know, he said, I'm going to take a little step back and let the other guys get a little run. Let the other guys get a little burn. So Oliveira and Chandler are trying to get that vacant belt. We will see a new lightweight champion coming this weekend. So, who's going to take it out? Who's going to get it? Who's not going to get it? We got to know. Should be a good one, man. I'm rooting for Oliveira, but I like Chandler too, man. I think he's solid, man. I've checked him out a little bit over the past week, and I'm like, oh, this guy, seems like a good shit, Seems pretty solid. So, Oliveira versus Chandler should be a really good one. I want to tune in. I want to check it out and see what we got going on. And the other fight that, intrigued me this weekend on the main card is Ferguson versus Dariush, I believe it's pronounced. And, man, I heard T-Fergs. I heard he's already been, he's been on the receiving end of some L's lately. And seems like a must-win for him, man. If he takes an L here, I don't know how much longer Ferguson's got in the UFC. I don't know how much more he's got. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens between Ferguson and Dariush, I believe his name is Dariush. So I'll look to see, man. Does Ferguson bring it, or does this other guy does he step it up and beat Fergs? So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to cover for this week. And we'll be getting a little bit more. We'll be getting in some more stuff next week. But yeah, it should be a really good weekend of sports. And this has been the Unbiased Sports Fan. And I'm signing out.